This is the Weigh-In Podcast by Benoit Chestnut and the occasional pop-in Sebastian Romero. On this week's Weigh-In, we talked to you about Xander Zayas got absolutely pummeled against Jaron Ennis. Boots got it done. Boots got it done and was able to take care of Xander Zayas, but it was really good because there were points where even Boots was kind of getting it, but ultimately the right hand of Boots stole the show. So with that being said, that is this week's weigh-in. So we jump right into this one. I mean, first and foremost, if we jump. Jaron Ennis Boots is right hand stole the show this weekend into taking out Xander Zayas, and that is just absolute pandemonium. Like, who would have ever? Well, I mean, I thought it. Everybody else, I don't know if they did, but I definitely thought it. That I had it on Boots. I had it on Boots because Boots is really he's a really good boxer, and you see the style of Boots and the power of Boots. You could tell Xander Zayas had no match for Boots, and now Boots, who is the WBO, and now I believe WBO and I believe it's. I look it up because I don't remember what it said. The new WBO WBA junior middleweight champion. That's what I meant to say. The new WBO WBA junior middleweight champion Jaron Ennis got that. When we talk about Jaron Boots Ennis, when we talk about Boots, he gets it done. And that's what we learned from Xander Zayas. Multiple times that he went in there with his right. It was done. Ultimately, the corner of Xander Zayas kind of stopped it because Xander Zayas got hit with a good body shot, and he took a knee, and the corner just said, "We've seen enough." And when you go through that, and you look at that, and you break that down, it was plenty of times he was going down. Jaron in his Boots was walking him down very well, much so. He was walking him down left and right. He was walking down Xander Zayas, and it was only a matter of time before they turned around and said, hey. It was only a matter of time before they turned around and did what they did. That's just what I have to say. It was stopped in the 7th round. So that's another big thing that, it was a little more halfway through, just a little bit from halfway through the fight, and it got stopped because, the corner of Xander Zayas said, hey, we're seeing that you're taking it in that body shot. You're getting pummeled. And first and foremost, as a corner, they want to work on the safety of the boxer. They did not want to keep going. And Xander Zayas get more hurt than he already was. And at that point, they were trying to do the best thing for Xander. And that's when we talk about stuff like that, it happens. And it's just a really difficult situation to see because you got a guy like Xander Zayas who's, he's a great boxer. Don't get me wrong, he's a great boxer. But Jaron Ennis, Boots is better. And from the get-go, I said Boots is going to have that fight. And he really did. Boots really did have that fight. And I was telling you that Boots was going to have that fight, that Boots was going to be able to take care of business, that Boots was going to get it done. Listen, it's not too many times you hear me come out and say things like that because a lot of times I could be wrong. You all know I said Jake Paul was going to beat Anthony Joshua. But this time, let it be heard, I was not wrong. Jaron and his Boots took care of business, and I was talking about how he was going to take care of business. I told you guys I was going to have Boots for this fight because Boots is a different level of boxer. There are some out there that they get settled. And there's guys like Boots that they don't get settled. They come out, they keep wanting it more and more. And it's guys like Boots that they're exciting to see fight. Don't get me wrong, it was a good fight. Like, Xander Zayas, had a point where he was kind of boxing really well, and I thought got Boots a little bit, but Boots collected itself and came back a lot stronger. And that's what I say, just because you think you got somebody stunned and you don't finish it, forget it. That's it. You should have finished it. You should have finished it. That's where I kind of say that's on Xander Zayas, that he should have finished the fight. He should not have let it go the way it did. He should not. You got Boots. He should have piled the pressure. The problem was Boots was very smart. Boots got on there and got right into the clinch. He hugged him very well. He hugged him right away. He got in that clinch right away to help himself from taking more punishment, and that's the difference. Xander Zayas should have been able to step back, get some space between it, get in there and do that work. He was not able to do that, and that's why Xander Zayas was not able to do that, and Boots was able to collect himself and came back and started pummeling Xander Zayas even more and more and more. When you look at that, the fight all in all was absolute heat. Xander Zayas was trying to stand up and do the best he could, and go toe-to-toe with Jaron Ennis. Like, Xander Zayas is getting some good shots in there, but the problem is a lot of the shots of Boots was right on the button. That's the chin, that like we like to call it, right on the button. There was a lot of those that were right on the button, and that's what was getting to Xander Zayas. That even then, Xander Zayas went down early. We talked about there were 3 knockdowns in that fight. When we talk about it, there were 3 times that Xander Zayas was put down. When you talk about that, so when you talk about that and you look at that and you look at what went on in that fight, Xander Zayas went down multiple times. Being one of them was in the first round. That was one. I'm gonna get it for you. It's good. I'm gonna get it for you. It's real good here. And that the second one came in the 5th round. We talk about that 5th round. And we all know it got stopped in the 7th. 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm talking about. That when you knock a boxer down that many times in a fight, when you knock a boxer down in the first round, as soon as I saw that first round, I was watching the fight. I said, oh, I know exactly who's going to win that fight. I know exactly who's going to win that fight. I know exactly who's going to win that fight. And when I said that, I said, hey, this is going to get good. This is going to get good. I saw that. I said, Boots is going to win this. You went down in the first round. Boots is going to win this. There was no way that I ever was going to think Boots wasn't going to win it, because the way he went down in that first round, the first round, I was like, no way. Boots going to win this. Boots is going to win this. I said, Boots is going to win this. You got the boxer going down in the first round. I said, no, Boots is going to win this. Boots has got this, because there's no way. There's no way, There's no way. That's what I said, There's just no way. When you see stuff like that, there's a lot of these guys that are hungry. They're hungry for what they want to do, guys like Jaron Ennis, guys like Boots. They're hungry for what they want to do, It's just, it's good boxing like that. It's good boxing like that. You see guys like, and he's got 2 belts now. He's got WBO, WBA, and that's what I'm talking about, WBA, WBO. You know how it is. I love to see guys get undisputed. We're talking here because that's good stuff. That's good stuff, for Boots. So, if we do like we always do, you guys know, junior middleweight. We're going to talk about this junior middleweight right now, because you guys know how we do it. You guys know how we do it on here. Let me get it up for you. Let's see who the rest of the champions are. So you got WBA, Jaron Boots Ennis. You got WBC, Sebastian Fondora. Yeah, Fondora. IBF is Josh Kelly. And then WBO is Jaron in his boots. I'm sorry, Jaron in his boots is that WBO. So we talk about that. Them the champions. Them the champions at this, the junior middleweight. So let me pull it up for you. This junior middle, man. Them the champions. You look at that. I think what's next for Jaron is let's go ahead and fight Josh Kelly. Let's go ahead and snatch that IBF. And then you can line yourself up with a Sebastian Fundora fight, which is going to be really good. Because I want to see that. Jaron Ennis and Sebastian Fundora. I really do want to see that. Yo, let's just touch this real quick. As I see this up here. The welterweight division, the clashing that can go on in welterweight. Let me tell you how this can go down. You got Rolly Romero, the WBA champ. You got WBC Ryan Garcia. You got IBF Liam Paro. And you got WBO Devin Haney. Bro, the way the clashing can go on that welterweight, boy, you could have Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Now that's a unification. And you could go ahead and get WBA Rolly Romero in it. Or IBF. That's a good unification, man. That's a good unification, man. So I just wanted to touch that real quick. That's a solid thing going on there. That's a solid thing going on there. That's very solid. Okay, that's solid. But this junior middleweight, yeah, that's a good division. So we're gonna talk about the rankings for this junior middle. I'm gonna bring it up. This junior middle. I got you. This junior middle. I mean, obviously we know there's Xander Zayas. You got Keith Thurman at 6. So this is what ESPN's got. I always check the ESPN's. Number 1 is Jaron Ennis, WBO WBA champ. Virgil Ortiz Jr. is the number 2. Sebastian Fundora, WBC champ, is the number 3. Number 4 is Josh Kelly, IBF champion. Number 5 is Xander Zayas. Number 6 is Keith Thurman. Number 7 is Abbas Ebru. Number 8 is Brandon Adams. Number 9 is Yoenis Tells. And you have Ermal GJ as the number 10. So let's go ahead and see if we could, boxing, find another rank for you. You always, it's always good to go off for more than one ranking. Okay, we got the box rack. Let me see what you. Let me get it for you. If I can get it for you. Let's see if I can get a good rec for you. So we're going to use box rec for this ranking, y'all. Box rec. So for Super Walter, I mean, that's what they're calling it on box rec. It's Jaron and his boots at 1, Virgil Ortiz at 2. Number 3 is Sebastian Fundora. Number 4 is Xander Zayas. Number 5 is Israel Moldoval. Number 6 is Tim Su. Number 7 is Josh Kelly. Number 8 is Barakaham Masvideli. You know, again, I apologize in advance for, butchering some of these names. Number 9 is Uzma Lima. Number 10 is Abbas Ebru. Number 11 is Nikita Taisu. Number 12 is Pavel Sotlavin. Number 13 is Jorge Garcia Perez. Number 14 is Amal Ajibu. Number 15 is Brendan Adams. So on and so forth. They got this ranking all the way up to, let me get you, about thousands, if that helps you. Thousands. So for very good reasons, I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm not going to go through all of it, but nonetheless, I'm going to. But I am going to bring it up just a little bit. Not all of it, but some of it. So that's what I'm kind of talking about here, is that the ranking that goes on. So let's. I got you. I got you. So I'm gonna go ahead and use one more. Boxing scenes got a ranking, so we're gonna talk about that boxing scene ranking. Boxing scene, if we talk about that pound for pound, they have Nesanu Ayu, Alexander Usyk at 2. Nasana Ayu is at 1. Alexander Usyk at 2. Jesse Rodriguez at 3. Number 4 is Dimitri Bivol. Number 5 is Shakur Stevenson. Number 6 is David Benavidez. 7 is Devin Haney. 8 is Oscar Galzo. 9 is Junto Nakita. 10 is Saul Canelo Alvarez, and that's kind of all they got going here. They got the top 10. So that's that. Let's talk about these official rankings for you. Ooh, yeah, we can't trust these, man. Cause this year ain't even right here. Yeah, we can't trust these, man. They got Xander Zayas still the champ. No. They haven't updated on boxing team. I'm not saying it's a bad website. I'm just saying they haven't updated quite yet. Hey, everybody's got, everybody can't always. But we'll go ahead and trust Ring Magazine for right now as our third. Ring Magazine. So Ring Magazine says Jaron Ennis is number 1, Virgil Ortiz is number 2, Sebastian Fondor number 3, Israel Maldibouf is 4, Xander Zayas is 5, Josh Kelly is 6, 7 is Barakam Masvidel is 7, Brendan Adams is 8, 9 is Abbas Ebru, 10 is Imal Javi. Again, I apologize for butchering those names. Um, you know, Now their pound for pound, the Rings pound for pound ranking is Ayu Nasanu as at 1, Alexander Usyk at 2, Shakur Stevenson at 3. Number 4 is Jesse Rodriguez. 5 is David Benavidez. 6 is Dimitri Bivol. 7 is Junto Natakia. 8 is Devin Haney. 9 is Jaron Boots Ennis. And 10 is Oscar Calzo. So we definitely got some good ranking out there for y'all. Some good ranking out there for y'all. I just wanted to say that to all of you guys that, Boots put on a fight. Boots put on a fight no matter what. And I think that's the best thing coming out of this at all, more than anything, is how Boots did what he had to do. You ask me. So that's just what I look at and how I get there, and what I say is that that's a good thing there that Jaron Ennis was able to do. So, that's some good stuff. So let's go ahead as we are in the back half of this epi, the back half of the epi. Let me go ahead and get you a what's next, because I know you guys want to know what's it next in, what's it next in, what's next, what fights are next. Let me go ahead and try to get you. So I'm gonna see what I can get you. Pull up that box rec. All right, so July 4th, Saturday, we got Abdullah Mason fighting. We got Delente and Alberto Bell. We got Delente Johnson and Christopher Guerrero. We have Bruce Carrington and Rene Palacio. We have Kevin Le Sangjo versus Adrian Givento Divenes de Corta. We have Estella Mosley and Karen Elizabeth Jabaja. We have Khalil El Dari versus Lebroso Lesolis. We have Yamaha Tibasnial, and we have Vincenzo Percardi versus Marurio Forte. That's just all July 4th. You know what I mean? That's all July 4th. So I'm gonna see if I can get you something good. Let me see what I can get you. Let's see anything good for yours. I'm gonna look for anything good for yours on your sketch. Well, I already told you about Abdullah Mason. See anything good? 4 years. Let me see if I got anything good for years. So far, I haven't seen much than what you already know, but that's all right. That's all right. I could get a better boxing schedule where they're gonna tell me all these big fights. I go, y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. I go to the same one. I go to ESPN all the time for this one because they always put up the big fights on their sketch. So let me get what you might already know. So let's get you July. We have Anthony Joshua, Kristen Pringa. That's July 25th, 4 years. July 25th, we also have Earl Spence Jr. versus Tim Sue. That's another one. That's going to be Sydney, Australia. Yeah, I like it. Fights in Australia. We got another good one too. We got Birmingham, England. We got a title fight. Janelle Cameroon versus Mikia Mayer. 10 rounds for the WBO Women's Junior Middleweight title and Mayor's WBA and WBC Junior Middleweight title. Ooh, August 29th, y'all. We getting close to an undisputed on the women's side yet again. Listen, I like all undisputeds. Oh, we got a good one here. We got a good one here. Conor McGregor favorite. September 5th, Dublin, Ireland. Dublin, Ireland. Katie Taylor versus Flora Fali. 10 rounds for Katie's WBO, WBO, WBA, IBF, and the vacant WBC. Ooh. We got an undisputed fight, September 5th, Dublin, Ireland. Oh, Dublin. Get ready. That's going to be good. Now, we still have Canelo and Christian. It's in October. Reinhardt, Saudi Arabia. They just have not got a date yet, but they have a month. No date. Say it's October. They may very well have a date for that. I think we talked about this before, but just not yet. Now, we already talked about Abdullah Mason. So let me see if there's anything we got going on for you that you guys might like. Anything you guys might like. Let's see what we got going on for you. Jamel Charlo is going to be on that July 25th Sydney card. Celeste, or Jamal, not Jamel, Jamal. I'm sorry, Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo. That's on me. Jamal Charlo. Edgar Banguilla is going to be on the Paramount Plus July 26th card with Stephen Butler, 10 rounds. And all right. We got something good here, eh? August 1st, Las Vegas. Lamont Roach versus William Zapita. 12 rounds for the vacant WBC lightweight title. Ooh, put that on the sketch, y'all. Be ready for that. See if I got anything else for you that look good. Guys, we got another one. Guys and gals, we got another one. You know, the fans of the weigh-in, August 15th, Atlanta, Georgia. We got Clarissa Shields versus K.A. Scott. 10 rounds for Scott's WBA and WBC. Woo! Middleweight titles. Woo! Clarissa gonna go undisputed in a fourth. You know what? Let me look that up because I think I'm wrong. I think she's already undisputed, and I'm gonna look that up. It's better to be right than to be wrong. Because Clarissa Shields has, let me tell you, he can box. Clarissa Shields can box, if you guys don't know. So I'm gonna look it up for you real quick. Three different weight classes. Three different weight classes to answer you guys' questions. Three different. So she's gonna start it again. She better start it again. See if we got anything else. Obviously, we know. Let's see. Other than that, there's nothing else up there for you guys. So that's, that's that's the best I got for you. And it just happens to run right up to the end of the episode. So we are in the end. Wow. So I matched that timely for this episode. So with that being said, y'all, please like, comment, subscribe, share. You already know these episodes are gonna keep coming. They're not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. You already know. I had to listen. I filmed so many eppies that I keep the old Appies that I already had to get me a hard drive just to an extra hard drive just for this weigh-in business. Trust me, I'm all in here. I'm all in here. We're only gonna be up from here. I understand right now it doesn't look like anything has been changed, but hey. We're going to get better here, y'all. We're going to get better here, y'all. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. We are going to get better. So bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. We're going to get better. Trust me. So with that being said, this is the weigh-in by Benoit Chestnut and the occasional pop-in Sylvester Romero. And, hey, that's all I got for you on this one. So, weigh-in out.
The weigh-in where stories ignite.